Hello, my name is Marcus McQueen, and I'm doing my research project on deep space exploration. This is my table of contents. My slide 3 is going to be overview. My slide 4 is going to be slide 4 through 8 is going to be communication. 9 through 12 is going to be resources, and then it should be 13 through 16 is safety and sustainability. Overview. This presentation I will be discussing the factors that have a crucial role in making a long duration space mission possible. In the slides, I will be going over communication, navigation, resource management, safety, and sustainability. All these have a huge impact of the success of deep space exploration. Deep space exploration has many difficulties, like being able to communicate and being able to navigate through parts of space where talking to a person cannot be performed because of some sort of blockage in the communication with Earth. First step of being able to communicate with the astronauts is being able to have a navigation system that points them in the right direction towards where they need to go. Using that is basically a navigation system that you get in the spaceship without needing a human to talk to you. And using that is a huge part because how long communication takes to get out after you get far enough away from Earth. The hard part about being able to have this happen is we have to have the right technology to communicate coordinates to the spacecraft without interference, which, as of right now, we definitely do not have enough technology to do that. So it will definitely take a couple of years. NASA Space Communications Network Orion is a deep space network, near space network, and laser communication. Orion is equipped with backup communication and navigation system that helps the spacecraft stay in contact with the ground if the primary system fails. This system will ensure that deep space travel is possible without losing communication with Earth. So it's basically a backup plan if some sort of interference happens with the first part and it basically shuts down. But that's why Orion is the backup. So, more about Orion's communication is that the Orion was designed with built-in system-level features to ensure the reliability of spacecraft's essential elements during potential radiation events. The hardest part about space exploration is the further the astronaut gets away in his spacecraft from Earth is how much longer it takes for humans on Earth to deliver a message. There was a satellite that went out is out at Pluto, and it took Earth 4 hours to get a message out to the satellite. And a 4 hour long is very long, especially if we're in deep space travel because of the course adjustments. And if we don't make the right adjustments at the right time, then we will not be able to get to our destination. The astronauts will need they'll need corrected adjustments, course adjustments to be able to get to their destination. Resources are a crucial part of being a part of deep space exploration. Being in deep space for many years, the astronauts will need a lot of food and drinks, just like water, or even in the picture it says strawberry drink, or even shrimp cocktail. More importantly, is being able to grow foods while on the spacecraft. And in the space, water is not a liquid; it's an object, so you have to drink little parts of it at a time. Best ways to keep water supply up is self-contained water system, so they can recycle water. Also, the astronauts can reuse 98% of the water loaded aboard their spacecraft. Having canned food while being it will be a big part because of how much longer canned foods last than regular refrigerated food. And in the picture on the bottom right, you can see there's sandwiches, cinnamon toast, brownies, bacon and eggs, and also it's all ready to eat. So and you don't have to warm it up, nothing like that. It's just all ready to eat. According to NASA, if astronauts use methods to grow fresh vegetables to supplement their diet, the astronaut will be able to stay healthy and have proper health through the space exploration. So basically, being able to eat your vegetables, fruits, all that will ensure that you will be healthy and not get sick on the way to wherever you're going. Being able to use mock lunar soil is something that astronauts bring for the plant growth on the spaceship. The mock lunar soil, basically the properties of a material from the moon. So basically, it gets its everyday sun. Well, not sun. Well, it gets light, water, and then the moon, just because of the mock lunar soil. The lunar soil can also be used as cement supplement, and it can also be a portion can be used as filler. One of the most important things for space exploration is safety and sustainability. The spacecraft can't get out of orbit without breaking down. Then how is it supposed to travel millions of miles? The most important way is to be able to have the right technology. The most important thing is to have the right technology to get out of orbit, and by using that is the ion thrusters. Ion thrusters will be used to ionize gas and accelerate through the magnetic field. Places are changing to ion thrusters just because of how much more efficient they are than regular thrusters. The only downside is that it takes longer to get out of orbit than it did with the regular thrusters, but it is faster. Well, not faster. It lasts longer than regular thrusters. According to NASA, as a specific, sorry, as a spacecraft travels on a mission beyond the protective magnetic field from the Earth, it will be exposed to radiation environment that's in Earth's orbit. So when it's not in Earth's orbit, it will be exposed to a pretty hard radiation environment that they would usually be protected by Earth's magnetic field. So this causes the spacecraft to have advanced machinery to be able to survive tough radiation environments. Ways to gain more rocket power is to have solar panels on the spacecraft, so the spacecraft can have enough energy to get where they need to go from the sun's energy, because the solar panels will be used as energy from the sun's all the sun's energy will be used for the spacecraft, and the sun will give the spacecraft energy to be used. And also, more on the Orion heat shield. Um, it's built to withstand temperatures around 5,000 Fahrenheit during reentry through Earth's atmosphere, or even any atmosphere wherever the astronauts are going. So the Orion will be able to endure. So say it's 700 degrees temperature. The Orion has a capable. It uses a thermal protectant system, so the interior temperature of the spaceship is 77 degrees Fahrenheit, and that is huge. So people don't burn up in the while going into the atmosphere of anywhere, and so the astronauts will not die in the spacecraft. And I have a video where it talks about all that.
What you might not realize is basically everything from down here all the way up to here is just fuel. Just stuff you could blow up and shoot out the back of the rocket to get the payload into space. The Saturn V is the rocket that got us to the moon and back, and it's still one of the most powerful rockets ever made.
Liftoff. We have a liftoff. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
While this is a really amazing tool for getting things into space, once you're there, it doesn't make sense to have to take this much fuel to get around. So we went to MIT to meet the folks at the Space Propulsion Laboratory who are using electric thrusters. And while it's already been used in satellites, they're finding new ways that could take us to the asteroid belt and maybe even beyond. It's kind of incredible to think that a thruster, smaller than a postage stamp, is going to be able to take these satellites even further than something as big as a Saturn V rocket. What you might not realize is basically
And it just shows how much advanced space rockets have gotten, which they're kind of getting away from rocket boosters in space. So they're using electric boosters, basically.
what you might not realize is
These are my sources. Thank you.